Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what exactly you can do to make your economy experience, flying economy class, feel more like business class, feel more, luxurious, feel just more decent. Because sometimes, let's not lie, flying economy to and from Nigeria can be very unpleasant at times, if we're being honest. If you can relate to what I'm saying, please leave a comment below because I would really love to hear your thoughts about flying economy and what the experience has been for you, what you loved about it, and what you don't like about it. When I say the experience can be uncomfortable, it can be uncomfortable, for example, if you're super tall and being restricted to that limited room is basically hurting your legs, to being stuck in middle row seats with people whereby you're fighting for armrest. It's like a fight. It's like, who has the armrest? Now let me put my arm there. To being stuck beside a screaming toddler like mine. Like even having to queue on that economy line at Lagos Airport sometimes that is forever ending. Like, what can you do to make this experience that bit better and luxurious? That is exactly what this video is all about. Number one, pay for lounge access. One of the big perks of flying business class is that you actually have access to a business class lounge at the airport. This allows business class passengers to feel at ease, have a nice meal, have a nice drink, have some champagne, have, working internet access. But as an economy passenger, you can also have the same benefits if you pay for lounge access. There are many lounges that now globally, whether it's at the Lagos airport or in New York and London, that you can actually pay for, or you can even join Priority Pass, right? And this enables you to actually get access to all these lounges worldwide. I'll leave a link to Priority Pass below so you can click and get one if you think it's going to be useful for you. Number two, join your airline's frequent flyer program to get free lounge access and even quicker check-in. By joining your airline's frequent flyer program, you basically accumulate and you get points. Those points, after they reach a certain level, allows you to gain status. So whether you're maybe bronze, you're getting to silver to gold, depending on the particular program you're joining. As you move along in tiers, you start to get benefits such as free lounge access, irrespective of the cabin that you're flying. So even for me, I flew Lufthansa when I was coming to Nigeria, part of Star Alliance. And over time, I've actually accumulated, I'm signed up to the Turkish Miles and Smiles, and I've been able to accumulate to get to gold status, right? So I have gold status card. And with this gold status card, it doesn't matter. I'm allowed to use any of the basically first class lounges or business class lounges globally for any Star Alliance, lounges in the world, which there's so many of them, right? Even though I booked an economy ticket. Another benefit there is actually that I'm allowed extra suitcase. So on my trip coming back, I was given extra free 23 kilos that I could take with me for no charge at all. Similarly to what business class passengers are allowed. So some of the benefits of business class, having that extra luggage, being able to check in faster, being able to use a lounge, I have those benefits even though I'm not flying business class, right? So that is pretty amazing, wouldn't you think? Number three, to make economy feel like business class, I would say that you should pay or beg, yes, for extra legroom seats in economy. You guys would know that the front row or the first seats in economy tend to have more legroom space. Some airlines might charge you a fee for you to choose these seats, but at check-in, if you're pretty tall and you're nice enough to ask the check-in agent that, can you please give me a seat in front if there's nobody there, they'll more than likely give you that seat. I won't lie, having that preferred legroom seating, when I was flying back to Nigeria on my recent trip with Air Canada, made a whole lot of difference. I didn't need to bother anyone to go to the toilet. I didn't need to wake anybody up to disturb anybody. I could easily stretch my little legs and leave my things around. I just have enough space around for me and my daughter to just navigate without interrupting sort of anyone, which sort of feels like business class, right? Because you get a sense of space that is not being infiltrated, by other people and their things. Number 4, bring along noise canceling headphones. Yes, do not, let me see if I have my noise canceling headphone here. I think I have one here just to show you. Yes, I have, okay, this is obviously a big one, but all these noise canceling headphones, you need to bring it with you. The truth is, economy class can get very noisy, especially if you get stuck with, me and my toddler and she's screaming. And unfortunately, there's little that I can do to control her from screaming if she wants to scream. So rather than praying that a screaming baby stops screaming on a plane, it's best to take the situation into your own hands and bring a noise canceling headphone with you, which means that you can basically just enjoy watching a movie without so much noise that you most likely find in economy versus business. So I think this makes, economy feel like business now, so that you're in your own zone, yeah. Number 5, I would say the tip here to make economy feel more like business is that you pick a window seat. This, I guess, is not really the best tip in the world, but at least you know that no one is going to disturb you whilst you're trying to sleep because they need to use the toilet. Also, the window seats gives you another big advantage, right? Which is sort of similar to business class, where you can lie your head on the window, instead of just lying your head like this, you can also lie it like this. And for me, it's actually sometimes comfortable to sleep leaning this way than this way, which is the next best thing to business class when you're in economy, to be honest. Number 6, I would say, to make economy feel like business class, make sure you pre-order your meal. Did you know that you can order your meal in advance before your flight if you have specific dietary requirements? And even if you don't have dietary requirements, but you just want your meal to be served first, you can opt for them to you can order your meal before. What this means is, if, for example, you're stuck towards the back of the plane and they're serving some meals from the front, they actually serve special meals to everyone that ordered them before they serve anybody else in economy. So you get that sort of level of chauffeur, personalized service. So you feel, like business class now. Yeah? I think this was a valid point. It's a good one. Do you agree with me? I actually think it's a very good one that I do a lot. And tell me, have you ever ordered your meals before in advance so that you get them first? Let me know in the comment section below. Number 7, choose a lower numbered seat, right? What do I mean here? I mean, if, for example, there's economy is from row 21 to row 50, try and choose as close to row 21. This is especially important if you are landing in Nigeria, right? And you want to be one of the first people to get off the plane. That is the benefit of flying business class. When you fly business class, you get off the plane much quicker than everybody else. And once you do that, your process through immigration, customs, port is much, much quicker. You don't have to wait for everybody else behind you. So if you try and pick the front row seats, it's like business now. Like you're basically getting that perk that business class passengers get, but you only paid for economy. Number 8, I would say something to a tip with regard to making economy feel like business is when you're checking in, I do this a lot, ask the check-in agent whether the flight is full or not. And if the flight is not full, you can request that they give you maybe a row, like a 4-row seat, rather than you being squished with somebody else beside you. If they're available seats without any passengers, perhaps they can actually give you a whole row and block some seats out so that nobody can sit beside you. That way, you can basically have 4 seats that you can move the armrest and sleep on, and another way to feel like you're in business class because you're not stuffed in one position for 12-hour flight if you're going to America, 6 hours if you're going to London from Lagos. So this is actually a very smart tip to having more space for yourself and not feel like you're like a sardine, you know? Yeah. And finally, my final tip for making economy feel like business class luxury is that you should actually try and check in online before you get to the airport. Especially when I fly British Airways from Lagos to London, I do this if I'm flying, you know, economy or premium economy, because when you get to the airport, the queue that you will see for economy is just demotivating. But if you've actually checked in online before, I know British Airways has this. They'll have a separate, what's it called, queue for people that have checked in online, which is most times nobody, right? So that queue tends to be much, much quicker. And that's a way to actually make economy feel like business, because business class passengers, as you guys know, have their own designated, quicker check-in lines. So you basically get the same benefit there. So guys, that is all my tips on how to make economy class feel more business, because, you know, it's tough being in economy sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, it's actually tough. But if money no reach, you have to just manage it and find other creative ways to have a better experience. I really hope this video has been super, super useful, that you've learned a lot that you're going to put into practice. I thank you for once again enjoying and watching my channel and supporting. Don't forget to hit subscribe and give this video a huge thumbs up. If you made it to the end of this video, that's a dedicated Sassy squad, you know. Leave a comment and just say, Sassy, I made it. I made it. Yes, I want to see that in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video so much too, feel free to leave me a tip at Ko-fi. I'll leave the link below where you can buy me a coffee there just to support all my works on this channel. Thank you once again, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.